My favorite season out of the year is definitely summer. I absolutely hate cold weather, so winter is definitely not my favorite. Um, I really dislike the short days that we have in winter, and I love the long days that you get in summer. Living in Western Canada and being so far north in the summer, it stays light until about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and I just love that. Um, I also find that gray, gloomy weather really affects my mood. It makes me feel tired and grumpy and like I have zero energy or motivation to do anything. I was born in Denver and then I lived in Canada when I was really little, so I should be used to cold weather. However, we moved overseas when I was 4. We first moved to Holland, which has pretty mild winters. It was mostly just rain and gray, gloomy skies. And then we moved to Thailand, which has 0 winters. Winter there is about 25 degrees Celsius, which I'm not entirely sure what that is in Fahrenheit. So you can guess that it's pretty hot throughout the year. And that's what I really got used to as a child. So when we moved back to Canada in 1994, I was 11 and I really wasn't prepared for the winters. I had a bit of counterculture shock coming back because I had never experienced Canadian winters where it was like minus 20 and the snow was up to my hips. So that was a huge shock to me. I also don't like skiing or snowboarding or skating, probably because I never got to do it when I was little. So I came back and all my friends were professionals at it, basically, like able to go down really steep hills skiing or snowboarding, or able to skate like you wouldn't believe. And then there's me, like Bambi on ice. So I just um, didn't like doing any of those things. I grew up swimming and hiking and playing outside, and I was used to being able to come home from school and go straight to an outdoor pool. When I came back to Canada, I found that I spent so much time inside, and that was completely different from how I had been when we lived overseas, and it kind of affected my mood as well. I felt like I had cabin fever for 8 months out of the year. It also took me a really long time to be a confident winter driver when I started driving. And doing this job, you have to drive from house to house to house. So it was really hard when I first started this 10 years ago. And I was lucky because when the roads were really, really bad, my dad's was living in Calgary and he was retired, so he would drop me off to my clients and pick me up and drive me all around the city. So very grateful to him for that. But that's another reason why I really like summer. You can just hop in your car and go. You don't have to spend 5 minutes warming it up or brushing off a mound of snow. When you push the brakes, you actually stop as opposed to sliding on ice. So yeah, that's basically why I like summer the best.